Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, like, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So it's time for this week's merchandise showcase. So in terms of what I unboxed last week then, so last week, because I'm planning to be reviewing both of the Sonic the Hedgehog live action films back to back in the next couple of weeks in anticipation for a third film, I unboxed my 4-pack of the figures from the third film. So that 4-pack of course includes Sonic himself, of course, as you saw on the pack when I got that first, and also Tails, and also as well Knuckles, and also as well of course the third film's main villain of course, which is Shadow. So yeah, I was definitely very excited to get that up and I really enjoyed that. And also as well, I also unboxed my figure Dr. Eggman as well, based on Jim Carrey's portrayal as well. So I was happy to get those figures of course, and of course they'll be appearing on my videos for my Sonic reviews. Now today then, I got quite a lot of figures, just so you all know. A lot of them today really, because I thought why not. The first two I got from Finn and Planet. Now, last week I of course started getting the 4 figures needed for another Batman animated series character build out of the 4 pieces. Last week I of course got a figure of Two-Face. And today I got a figure based on my first show's portrayal of Batgirl. So, got a figure of her based on how she appears in my first show Batman animated series. And it comes with of course the leg pieces to build of course the character Maxi Zeus. That's him there to give you guys context. And yeah, I got this, and hopefully I'll get you 2 figures, which is variations of Batman and Joker, which I'll probably get next week, maybe. Other figure I got is a variation of my favourite character of all time, which is Optimus Prime from Transformers. Based on how he appears in an animated series from of course, the 2000s. And it's funny as animated because the show is literally called Transformers Animated. It's a figure based on how he appears in that show, but in the 40 Years of Transformers toy line, in the Legends United toy line, which is pretty awesome. So, I also had a figures version when I was a kid, but this figure is different because this figure only comes with his axe and not his blaster for some reason, as I've noticed here. Yeah, from the look of it, it looks like it just comes with his axe based on the pictures. And also for some reason, his face shield doesn't appear to cover his mouth either like the other figure did when I was a kid, so a bit of a downgrade, but it's still a cool figure though, so I thought why not get it. I've already got animated series Bumblebee anyway up on my desk, so I thought why not get a figure Optimus from that same show. Then after that, I got 4 films today. Now, 2 of them are old films and 2 of them are brand new ones. So, I'll start with, of course, the 2 old films. So, one of the old films is a special collector's edition version of one of my favourite comedy films of all time. I've also called this film as an example of the film that did not need sequels. It's also an example of a religious comedy film as well. And it stars the 2 absolute legends being John Belushi, may he rest in peace, and Dan Aykroyd. And that film, which I upgraded to a collector's edition version, of course, is none other than The Blues Brothers. I absolutely adore this film. It's one of my favourite comedies of all time. An absolute masterpiece in my opinion. And it's a special edition because it's actually meant to be like a VHS tape sort of thing. Kind of like this, really. It's a Blu-ray and DVD, of course, but the way it's been organised, it's a lot like a VHS, which is pretty awesome. And of course, if I open it up now, so if I just see if I can do that to show you what's in it. Here we go. And what's cool is it comes with some collector stuff. So comes with some cards. So there's that, for example, which is pretty cool. And also there's Jake and Elwood there, of course, the 2 main characters. And so yeah, there they are again, which is pretty awesome. And also, so the icing on the cake to this is, I'm pretty sure this is a poster, so I'll show you guys what it looks like now. There you are, a poster. I'm going to put this on display, absolutely, 100%. I'm definitely going to do that, absolutely. And there's the disc as well. They're both like a DVD and Blu-ray, which is pretty awesome. Once they know it's getting a 4K one ever film, because it's one of the first ones of all time, so why not? But yeah, that's the Blues Brothers. And the other old film is an upgrade from Blues, the Steelbook. And it's a film by the absolute legend, which is Steven Spielberg. And it's, in my opinion, one of his underrated films that, in my opinion, deserves more love. And it's a sci-fi film as well, which also stars one of my favourite roles of all time from Tom Cruise. And this film, of course, is none other than 2005's War of the Worlds. Definitely, in my opinion, one of Spielberg's most underrated films. In my opinion, it's great and pretty scary. What's also add to as well. I think he absolutely nailed it making this film. And in my opinion, it deserves more love. So the front of the Steelbook is, of course, the film's iconic poster. On the back there, you got shots from the film there, stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. This is also just a Blu-ray film, guys. It's not got a 4K in it, but yeah, that's what it looks like on the inside there. Sadly, the film does have the artwork on this, which really sucks, but it is what it is, bro. Now, for the brand new films that I got, so the first one that I got is a Blu-ray for a sequel film, which I actually reviewed very recently on my channel, and it's a sequel which was very long awaited, because the first film, of course, was released 36 years prior to the sequel, and the sequel is, in my opinion, one of the greatest examples of a late sequel, because in my opinion, the wait was 100% worth it, and it's proof that the director of this film has still got it making films. That director, of course, being the absolute legend that is Tim Burton, and this sequel, as you probably will have guessed, is none other than, and I'm going to, of course, call the character now to summon him, of course, which is Beetlejuice. But yeah, it's Beetlejuice, as you can see here, and yeah, I got it on Blu-ray, and I'm very happy to finally have it on Blu-ray, of course. It can go, of course, first one now. I have both films, which is amazing, and I'd love to get it to Steelbook one day, of course, but I mean, I've got it on Blu-ray, so it's not the end of the world. I've still got it either way or another, but hopefully one day I'll get it as a Steelbook, because as you guys know, my ultimate goal of collecting films is to get them as Steelbooks. And now for the final film of this week, of course, which I got, which is a film that, of course, released in December last year, and it finally came to physical media only a year too late, I must say, because I wish it came out sooner. Because this is one of my favourite international films of all time, and it's probably my favourite modern film to feature this iconic character. This character is also easily my favourite kaiju of all time, and this film, of course, which finally came to Blu-ray, which I got this week, of course, is none other than 2023's Gojira Minasua. Yep, that's right, I finally got Godzilla Minus One on Blu-ray, and I am so overjoyed to finally have it on Blu-ray, because this is, in my opinion, one of the greatest Japanese films I've ever seen in my life. In my opinion, the best modern Godzilla film of all time. Absolute masterpiece, and I'm so glad to finally have it on Blu-ray. Now for the next figures that I got this week. So I popped into the Entertainer next, guys, and I got a figure 2-pack of video game characters from a franchise by Nintendo, and it features, of course, probably their main flagship character in this, of course, and this, of course, is a 2-pack featuring the main character and his main nemesis, and this set, of course, is none other than featuring, of course, Mario and Bowser in the Lava Battle set. So this is, of course, based on the games and looks pretty awesome, this. These are all Paul's figures, as I can tell here, and these look really awesome. I knew I had to get a figure of Bowser, because why not? It's Bowser. And, of course, regular Mario based on the games, 100% just had to get this. Then I got a Lego set today, and I thought I'd get a set for display purposes of what is probably my favourite Star Wars ship of all time in Lego. And this Lego ship, of course, is none other than, as you guys may probably guess, my favourite ship, which is the Millennium Falcon. So here it is here. This is got display stand on the bottom, so this is definitely something I'll put on display. Absolutely, it looks really awesome. I thought, why not get my favourite ship? I had to, of course. I'm collecting Lego Star Wars a lot these days, so I thought, why not get my favourite ship? And now, of course, I'm probably going to save the best things till last, because a store that I used to go to got shut down in Manchester a few months ago, but it reopened in a new area of the shopping centre that I go to, and that's Gold Star. And I got 2 figures from there. One of them is a Mafalda Toys DC figure. And this DC figure, of course, is none other than of Superman, as he appears in Superman animated series, which is pretty awesome, based on the DC animated universe. I absolutely love Superman animated series, so I thought I'd get a figure of Superman. I've already got a figure of him in his black suit from the show, so I thought, why not get a figure in his regular costume, which looks amazing. So, yeah, I thought, why not get this? I've already got DC animated figures already, so I thought, why not get one of Superman? And the final figure I got is for a beloved character, one of my favourite protagonists of all time in cinematic history, and definitely, in my opinion, one of the greatest ever in cinematic history, not just when it comes to the franchise he's in or the company that owns him, because, in my opinion, guys, this character is probably the greatest live-action Disney character. And you could probably guess by the clue I just gave, then I can never tell you guys that it's A Pirate's Life for you, savvy, because that figure, of course, is of none other than Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. When I saw this, I just knew I had to seize the opportunity to get this figure, so I got this right away because, I mean, guys, it's Jack Sparrow, one of the greatest characters of all time. And definitely, in my opinion, the greatest war scene from Johnny Depp of all time, the absolute legend. So, I got this figure of Jack Sparrow because why not? So, yeah, I'm very happy to have this figure of Jack. I'm going to ignore it, Dead Man's Tales at all, because I hate that film. I can just pretend it's regular Jack. I mean, it just looks like regular Jack, so I can just ignore it being based on Dead Man's Tales. I mean, Jack Sparrow, what else needs to be said? So, guys, this, of course, was me showing what I got this week in this week's merchandise showcase. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to let in the comments what you guys thought. Like, who was your favourite thing that I got? Let me know in the comments what was your favourite. Also, be sure to join Team Prime Wrestling Squad movies coming in the future, and I'll see you all later.